The battle may be over, but the war has just begun, and by war, I mean us reviewing this show before we fall asleep. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. NXT Battleground 2023 is over. We've still got AEW Double or Nothing going on, but I won't be doing double duties after this review's done.
I'll be away to bed.
My head will be hitting the pillow in a big battle. My head will be the last man not standing when I go to sleep. But anyway, NXT Battleground's over. 6 matches tonight. Pretty weak card in my opinion. Some matches were delivered, some matches did not. And well, I guess we'll start with the opening match that for me didn't really deliver. But before we actually talk about this, something really annoyed me throughout this show. Like after every match, they would show like 2 or 3 vignettes. And it's like they were showing you, just hyping up people that are already on the roster. And it was like they were kind of showing everyone as if they were just debuting for the first time. Like, we had it with Tony D, we had it with a bunch of people. It's like they're showing you the kind of their career that they've had so far, and it's like, why are they showing us this if they're introducing new characters for the first time? It didn't make any sense to me. You never seen this back in the day.
And also, you were getting like Rhea Ripley as well.
Yeah, they showed you a package for Rhea Ripley. It's like, what the fuck's she got to do with NXT Battleground?
Nothing.
This is my brutality. See, instead of showing us that shit, see, instead of showing us, oh, what Tony D's done since he got here on NXT, why not show us Tony D in prison? Why not give us an update? Why not show stats or something, trying to visit him, or get a phone call trying to find out what's happening? Why not do current stuff? Like, evolve the stories that are happening? But no, they're showing you vignettes and... I mean, I like vignettes, but vignettes are for people that are just debuting. You don't start showing vignettes 2 years after someone's...
It was like the most cookie-cutter pay-per-view I've ever seen.
It was bland, boring, and some of the stuff was alright, but it just wasn't great.
Yeah. So let's dive into it. Wesley defeating Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy. You make my heart burn.
It's a fat fucker. Down. Yeah, Joe Gacy. I mean, this guy needs to lose some weight.
He does. It's a lot of weight to lose.
Like, some people can pull off being fat, but this guy has just got the biggest fucking belly I've ever seen. For a guy of his, like, size and stature.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a big dude, you know? He just doesn't suit being fat. Some wrestlers suit being fat.
When was the last time someone was fat shamed on fucking WWE?
I don't know, but at least Kevin Owens wears a fucking t-shirt, like, because he knows he has to.
Because his flab is hanging out.
Well, no, but this not be the equivalent of Kevin Owens. I mean, Kevin Owens wouldn't wear this attire that Joe Gacy wears.
Please, for the love of God, do not wear it.
I mean, maybe Joe Gacy's confident in his body, but that doesn't disprove the fact that he's fat.
Doesn't mean the rest of us should have to look at it though.
Anyway, Wesley wins. He retains an NXT North American Championship. Can we get this belt off Wesley, please?
I know. Come on.
I know WWE are in love with their long title reigns, and I get that, but I mean, come on. This title reign has been going on for way too long now. And it's just... where does it end? Like, honestly, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Tyler Bate or Joe Gacy deserve to be the champ, or they should win it, but I think this Wesley guy's had it for way too long. I mean, there's definitely people that could benefit from a title run on this show, so why not give them it? Wesley retains, though. I guess we'll find out what happens with him. Next, speaking of next, we get Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee in the British Round Rules match for the NXT Heritage Cup. First time the Heritage Cup was being defended on North American soil. This was your first time seeing this match. I mean, it was my first time too.
Oh, it was my last time.
Who am I kidding? What did you make it?
You know what, I think normally when they try something new, it comes across as awful, but it added something. It was much better than a normal one-on-one match between these two, so I'll say fair dues, but I just didn't give a fuck.
TNA's already tried this shit though. I'm convinced TNA's done this before.
Well, I wasn't called Battle Royal, so I'll take it.
It just seemed like I don't know, it seemed like a Iron Man match with rounds.
It would just matter more if it was 2 people in it that were actually good.
I disagree. Do you really want Brock Lesnar on this style of match?
No, I don't, but for fuck's sake, I mean, it would just matter more.
I know, but to me, this isn't wrestling. Wrestling's entertainment. Who really cares about it? Why are they trying to portray it? See, if you want to do something like this, make it real. Like the fight night thing. What was the brawl for all? I like the brawl for all because it was fucking real. Could you imagine if they'd done the brawl for all and it was fake?
That would have been horrendous.
It was like work punches and stuff, and they had determined winners and losers. What would be the point?
Exactly.
So something like this, I think, can work if you do legit. I don't know, but I mean, for me, it was a bit. It was an Iron Man match with rounds.
Noam Dar looking like Shawn Michaels.
He had a hairy chest, mate. That's where the comparisons end. Jesus Christ.
I know, but that's all I went for.
Aye, anyway, 2 people came out to help Noam Dar.
I'm just a sexy cart.
Aye, dead on. Noam Dar wins, who cares? Moving on, we get Eli Dragunov defeating D-Jack in a last man standing match. Why D-Jack continues to lose, I don't know. I mean, whoever's in charge, maybe Shawn Michaels doesn't like D-Jack. Shawn Michaels likes the smaller man. That's the only thing I'm getting from this.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, man. What's going on with Shawnee Michaels? But what's going on with Dragunov? They're booking this guy like he doesn't feel pain, and this guy must be next in line for a title shot.
Well, that's his gimmick, like.
Yeah, but that can only take you so far. You can't feel pain. Is he going to get on the main roster and feud with Reigns, and Reigns the
hold on here, like, it's not like everyone on the main roster's got fucking gimmicks.
I like the fact that, no, but there's gimmicks, and then there's a gimmick that like is
no,
flaws.
I don't like it. I don't like Dragunov, but I think you're marking it, and you're almost making it as if, oh, there's no way this guy can be on the main roster.
Go in there, say that. I just say, how can it work when you come up against like credible opponents?
Yeah, but I don't see how half the people on the main roster work.
Like, I think you can make D-Jack look. I think it's made D-Jack look very weak, right? But I feel like if he came up against fucking Brock Lesnar and he starts dating this no selling pish, Brock would probably fucking kill him, even though it's part of the gimmick.
Part of the gimmick there. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, Dragunov won this one.
Decent match.
A decent match, but I think the wrong winner won. So
yep.
I wanted D-Jack to win. D-Jack did not win. Dragunov won, and I think you're right. I think he's been groomed for a bigger spot here on the card, because why else would he beat D-Jack?
Exactly.
So maybe he's going to get a shot at the championship, or maybe he's going to get a shot at the NXT North American Championship. Who knows?
Who knows? But next up, well, yo, I'll tell you what.
What?
I'm fucking Barry. Alright, Creed Brothers.
Creed Brothers.
Is there a good Creed Brothers impersonation there?
Aye, the Creed Brothers.
You know what, right? Seeing you're trying to stay awake and this match comes on, they're throwing you a curveball.
I'd rather watch Creed movies and they sucked.
No, honestly, like, what is this? Oh, man.
Creed Brothers out there in their pyjamas with the 4-foot Ivy fucking nail.
Just shows you how good Pretty Deadly was.
Yeah, I mean, what have Pretty Deadly done actually on SmackDown?
Nothing.
I had a couple of backstage segments with the Irish kids.
The Irish kids?
Sheamus and his fucking...
The Irish kids, one of them's about fucking 47, like...
I can't remember who it was, I can't remember who, but someone actually recently came out and says Triple H and Shawn Michaels were backstage marking out over Pete Dunne.
Marking it?
Aye, during an NXT match. Can't remember when, a couple of years ago. Shawn Michaels and Triple H were backstage marking it over Pete Dunne.
That hurts me. See inside, that actually fucking hurts me.
And I can't imagine what Pete Dunne was doing for them to be marking it.
See, unless he was fucking tadding his wrists.
That's why I feel like every time I watch Pete Dunne. Anyway, Pete Dunne wasn't involved in this match, but the Gallus boys were Matt Coffrey and Wolfgang with Joe Coffrey, not Joe Gacy, as Michael Fick, or Fick Joseph.
Michael Fick?
He's the one that beats up dogs, isn't he?
But Booker T let him put him in his place, though.
Nah, he's like, no, it's not Joe.
Chucky, ducky.
It's Joe Coffrey, you son of a bitch.
Chucky, ducky, quack, quacky.
Yeah, so the Gallus win. The Rock's daughter came out, attacked Ivy now. For what? I'm not too sure. Maybe something happened on the last episode of NXT, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But anyway,
I didn't refute.
Tag team champs.
Win the match, and you know what? This Gallus run's going on forever, but can't get over tag teams.
Look, Dick, see when I yawn, man, you need to get in there.
Aye, I'm getting in there.
Right.
I feel like Tony D and Stacks are the only two who could actually hold this belt and I give a fuck. Right?
The family.
And one of them's in jail, and the other guy's irrelevant for the other guy, so that's what it is.
Do you think Stacks is the rat? You think Stacks?
He's made a deal with the FBI.
Maybe, huh? He's put in Tony.
He might have.
Well, here, hold on. See if there was more members to the family. We could have it maybe, who grasped on Tony D? But considering there's only fucking Stacks, it's like, Well, it's either Stacks or nothing.
Stacks are the guy that threw off a bridge about 2 years ago.
2 times? He's gone.
Maybe he's getting arrested for his crimes. Anyway, though, next up...
But maybe it was his crimes and it wasn't pretty deadly, because I'm pretty sure they said you're getting done for murder.
There's been a murder.
I've seen you throw somebody off a bridge. Maybe 2 times is alive, he's coming back.
God damn it, 2 times.
He's going to come back as like...
What do you get when you put 2 times together?
4 times.
4 times, player. Tiffany Stratton wins the NXT Championship.
And she looked like she was worth more than 2 dimes in this match. Defeats Lyra Valkyrie in the final of the NXT Women's Championship tournament. And the right person won here for maybe the first time tonight.
Yeah, I feel like...
Although, having said that, I mean, fuck me. I couldn't really give a shit apart from D-Jack about who won all the matches. But I think Tiffany Stratton definitely deserved to win this one.
For some reason, though, I felt the match was very 50-50 rather than... Like, realistically, she should be winning this, but during the match, I felt like it could have went either way.
What are you talking about? I actually thought Lyra Valkyrie was going to win, so I don't know what you've been seeing. Lyra Valkyrie's been talked up to be this next champ.
I bet fucking she's shite. Tiffany Stratton should be winning this all day long.
Now, they did show you a vignette before the match where Lyra Valkyrie was running about the woods.
It's an audition for From.
Yeah, she was like putting crow feathers on her back and stuff like this, and I know that's supposed to impress people, but it doesn't really do much for me.
No, but right,
no, but it's all right. Them doing. I feel like Tiffany Stratton, right, actually carries her character over into like the arena in the ring and promos and segments and shit like that. See this Lyra Valkyrie. I mean, first of all, it's not really a character, is it? It's just her running about the woods. But see, when that vignette ends, she's just someone that wrestles.
It's the exact same with those 2, what's the 2 Scottish ones, women. Exact same.
Isla Dawn and...
exact same with them. It's the exact same shit.
What have they actually done in terms of like a pro... You know what I mean? Yeah, like Undertaker trying to fucking thing Stephanie McMahon and...
It's all good, right, having all these like vignettes. It probably took you about 1,200 cuts to do because you're shite, but it's all about doing it in the ring.
Yeah, it's alright, a video package. Oh, look, this person's this person's that, but... See, if you don't have any segments, if you don't carry that character over into the ring, then what good's it?
Exactly. No good.
It doesn't make any sense.
So this match was alright. Longest match of the night.
No, but that'd be like them saying, oh, look, Tony D's a gangster and all this shit, then when he gets to NXT, he doesn't have the sit-down with the Legado on the boat. He doesn't have the segments backstage or when he's in the restaurants and all this shit with Stacks. If you're going to do vignettes...
He doesn't eat the finest Italian restaurants, he eats a tin of spaghetti hoops.
No, but that's like Val Venus. Oh, look, here's a porn star coming to wrestling, then he gets in the ring, he just wrestles. He doesn't interact with the crowd. Hello, ladies. Hello. He doesn't do the whole towel gimmick. He just comes out and wrestles.
Hello, Marks.
See, if you're showing vignettes, then see when that person gets to the arena, they need to carry over what you're seeing in the vignettes. But so many times in wrestling nowadays, that doesn't happen. They try and portray somebody in a vignette, portray them what they're not.
Yeah, no, literally, and it's just the end of the day. And I feel like it's mostly done in NXT.
Yeah, and by the time they get to the main roster, they just don't even bother with vignettes. So I'm like, fuck this. We only want to see wrestling, you know. So Lyra Valkyrie, she'll fit right in the main roster.
Tiffany wins though, decent enough match, no complaints.
Yeah, couple of near finishes. Tell you what, definitely one of the best moonsaults I've ever seen.
It's a good, yeah.
Any gender.
You know what? The fact you can do like a triple jump. It's triple jump. That's what we called, isn't it? Triple jump moonsault.
Not too sure, but like she does a better moonsault than Lita ever did.
Why? Lita's was too stiff. It was just like a plank of wood falling. Yeah. Like Fed Ed Nettie falling off the fucking top rope.
I'd put her up there with like who's got the best moonsault of all time?
Kurt Angle.
I'd say Shawn Michaels is the best standing moonsault of all time. No, I don't know. He didn't really do it. He didn't really do a sitting, like a laying moonsault, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shawn Michaels always did a moonsault to a standing opponent. He never did it to a grounded opponent. But yeah, in terms of a grounded opponent, I think Angle did have a good one. Unless you're Hardcore Holly, he probably disagrees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Tiffany Stratton might have the best moonsault of all time.
Well, Kurt Angle's doing moonsaults off fucking 25 steel cage.
Oh, that is very true. Now, I mean, Christopher Daniels, the higher power, he did call his moonsault the best moonsault ever. Does he have a case? He
wears a singlet and he's about 4'9", right?
And he's about 60 years old, so that rules him out the conversation.
Yep.
Anyway, Tiffany Stratton wins. New champion. And hopefully she can have a good reign, because like we mentioned earlier in the other video, I mean, the NXT Championship has been a little bit cursed lately. You had Indy Hartwell getting injured. You had Roxanne Perez with a combination of an injury and mental health issues or whatever that was. And then you'd Mandy Rose.
Actually, is that though? Was it because she had an injury, or they making it that it was mental health?
Not too sure. And then you had Mandy Rose, who did have a great reign, and then it just prematurely ended out of nowhere because of her online activities. So it's fair to say over the past 6 months, NXT Women's Championship has been kind of a clusterfuck. Maybe we'll get a decent title run now. And then we move into the main event, Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker came out with some like Halloween mask on. It did look kind of cheap in my opinion, it wasn't.
In your opinion, aye?
In my opinion, it apparently means nothing.
This match was weird.
Because Ben Hameen sat backstage at a fucking indie event in front of 20 people in the crowd that probably didn't even pay to get in. He knows more than what we know. We never sold at Madison Square Garden. Well, neither did fucking he, right? You can sell it at Bingo Hall.
Ben Hameen's a fucking tool. He just lives up Vince Russo's ass and thinks he's the man.
See, I just hate this lot. It's only in the wrestling business, man, where these wrestlers get fucking so butthurt. It's like, if you have an opinion, like, they shoot you down. Oh, you were never in the wrestling business? I mean, so what?
It's fucking irrelevant.
Kevin Nash, you never sold a Madison Square. You probably, I mean, I'm sure Kevin Nash criticises sports teams or criticises movies. Alright, he wasn't a movie and he did play basketball. But he never quite made the top fucking level, did he? That's my point.
Nope.
Speaking of the top level, this match didn't really hit top level to me.
It kind of just ended.
Yeah, it did kind of just end. Carmelo Hayes with the victory. Just mediocre. Flat main event. Flat pay-per-view. Flat main event. I mean, probably better than what's happening on that AEW show, but...
No segments whatsoever.
The only segment was the Chase U segment. And
This was good.
It was alright, like... I mean, where's Andrew Chase? Can someone actually tell us where Andrew Chase is?
Suspended for Andrew...
Did Tony D put him in a bloody back of a trunk or something? I don't know. We haven't seen Andrew Chase in a long, long time. But yeah, that was the end of the thing. The end of the show. I don't think, on hindsight, I would have probably put the women's match last. I thought this main event was pretty poor. Just a flat finish. We'd already seen this at Stand and Deliver. And I'm not saying you can't do rematches, like, but... I mean, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker. Just kind of sick of seeing it. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's get a fresh challenger in there. I think Braun Breaker should have already been called up to the main roster. Now, I mean, WWE, they don't have to follow any rules. I mean, I'm pretty sure Braun Breaker could get called up at any time. They don't need a draft or whatever to call Braun Breaker up. But I just feel like the guy was basically in the title picture. He was in the world title picture on NXT for the past 18 months. Because he did win the belt after Ciampa. Then he held it for a few months. Then he lost it to Ziggler. Then he had like a year title reign. The guy's been in the main title picture, right, for the past 18 months. And before that, he had a decent run as well. I feel like NXT is one of those things, like, it's development, right? Is there any point of staying on NXT and being like a 3-4 time NXT champion? In my opinion, no. Braun Breaker had 18 months, 16 months, whatever, constantly, every single pay-per-view in the main event as either the champion, defending it, or competing for it. It's like, what more does he have to gain? What's he going to do for the next year? Let's say they keep him in it. Is he just going to sink to the mid-card level, or is he going to keep challenging Carmelo Hayes and losing? I would have just brought him up to the main roster.
I know, you have to pull the trigger at one point, and that point could have sadly went. But, you know, they do call people up after, like, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, so I think that'll probably happen. But again, I think it's punishing him because of Big Rick.
I mean, it could be that, because I just can't imagine everybody getting called up. He wouldn't get called up. He called up Indy Hartwell.
But no Braun Breaker.
But no Braun Breaker.
Damn. But after rate this show, I'm going to get a 2.
I'll get a 3.
I think your ratings are always too generous these days. Not that 3's fucking...
Oh, hold on here, man. You say a 2 and I say a 3, and apparently that's...
I mean, where are you getting a 3 from?
It's one rating higher than a 2, mate. It's hardly... Like, where are you getting a 2 from?
There was only 2 matches that were alright. The rest were pretty shite, so that's what I'm going with.
2 matches that were good. You said you enjoyed that segment, so there you go. 3.
3.5, mate. Segment gets half a point.
Fuck off. Well, I'm giving Braun Breaker half a point for wearing that mask.
that you thought was shit. Anyway, guys, 2.5 out of 10. You love it.
That's probably about 2.5 more than AEW. Okay. Too much wrestling this weekend, guys, man. Tomorrow, we've got 50 reasons why WWE Raw sucks. That should be a good one.
Oh, I'll be there.
Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.